What's up, guys? Toby, 50 Baits. Hey, today we're going to try something. I haven't tried it yet. The only thing I have done is shot the top half. We're going to take, we talked about the laminate plate before. If you haven't seen it, go back. It's just shooting our 2.4. We used the laminate plate and shot half the bait. I don't want to move them around too much because they're such a pain. That's why I got the spectacles on so I can see. We're going to take the other half of the mold and we're going to put it on carefully. And we're going to make something, we're going to try. I do not know if it'll work. No lie, I have not done this yet. As y'all know, I just got this not too long ago, but I was sitting here thinking about what to do. And we're going to try and make triples out of this. Don't know if it'll work. Find my glove. There it is. Fell. I'm just using the fluorescent chartreuse in the middle. I'm sorry, on the top and the bottom, and straight black in the middle, just so we can see if it'll work. Again, I do not know if it'll work. I'm hoping it will. So we're gonna get our stuff up to temperature, and we're also gonna shoot this as well in a chartreuse, just because I found some fish deep the other day when we fished a tournament Thursday, and I've got a story to tell, and I'll tell that as we go along. But basically, I got the surprise of my life. My son is in El Paso, Texas with my grandbaby, and man, I haven't seen him. You know, broke the leg, went through some stuff there. But anyway, I got surprised, and I walked into my sister's, and there was my grandson, and it was I don't care how hard you think you are, because I thought I was too. I'm not. Figured that out, because that little bitty 20-pound baby broke me down, boy. Broke me down. But so I got to spend a few days with him. They're back in El Paso now. I hate it. I want him here, but you know, it's life. So I know y'all probably don't care, but I may include some photos of him and everything at the end of this. But man, it just made my heart good. My sister surprised me with it, and also we had a early Thanksgiving since he was here, and I also got my other two kids and other two grandbabies. So I had all of them under one roof. Man, it was the greatest thing ever. We're going to be shooting fluorescent chartreuse. I know some of y'all probably don't care about the grandbabies, but man, I was so stoked. Oh my goodness, you just do not know what it meant to me. So, matter of fact, it bothers me now thinking about it because I wish he was here. Alright, so we have the top half of our mold shot. So we're going to go in, move it down. This is our mold right here. The thing I had to remember, we shoot the top half of the mold with a laminate plate. So top half is shot, placed back in there. This is going to be the bottom, the fluorescent chartreuse. And I want a black line in the middle. That's the only way I just figured we could for sure see if we got a good triple laminate or not. I had to mix up more fluorescent chartreuse because I had some already, but it was out. And if you shoot baits, you know, if you leave your baits plastic out like I do, like this, it will get, humidity gets to it, and you will have some bubbles in it. So I did make some new fluorescent chartreuse. Now you can just heat it up and let it sit and it come out, or you can vacuum chamber it. But I just got to thinking about this, and I was like, you know what, that's what I want to try. So I do not have a triple laminate. For me, and this is just for me, I don't see the reason to have one if I'm not going to shoot a lot of baits in it. And to be honest with you, I don't fish many baits that are triple laminates. The only ones that I had was in the Robo Worm, Aaron's Magic. I did fish it a lot for a while, but that was before I started making my own. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try a little triple since we have this laminate plate. We're gonna try it and see if it works out. I just spilled some plastic. Y'all see that? Right there. Now, if you do not think that you cannot get burned by this stuff, oh boy, it will burn you up. Alright, so we're at 339 here. This one's gonna be a lot colder. Yeah, let me get this one close. Sorry guys, it is cold, cold, cold in here. Matter of fact, I hope the mold, this one should be sort of warm because I did shoot it just a while ago, the top half of it. So I hope that that doesn't affect anything. What I'm worried about more than anything is going to be my door. It is really cold as well. We've had our little cold fronts, you know. And everything in here is pretty cold. So, this here, found some fish deep, bucktails I like to drop down on. A lot of people like to fish jigs. Finesse jigs, arky jigs, football jigs. Oh, for them deep fish. I do too. I like spoons and I like jigs, but we're talking 30, 35 feet deep. So, I wanted to put a bucktail on with, you know, bigger size swim bait. Probably should do it in pearl white, but I was going to do some in chartreuse anyway. And I may not even have enough plastic to do it. So if not, y'all bear with me just a minute. I'll probably shoot some more. And again, we want our colors as close as we can get them to temperature so they'll laminate better. And these are pretty close. Black's a little bit warmer. All I'm doing is stirring to try and get it down towards that fluorescent chartreuse, towards the same temperature. And chartreuse on top and bottom only because I want to see if it does the triple, and the only way I think is just do some bold colors, and I have these out except for that one, but I was like, well, let's just do it that way. Put black in the middle and we'll be able to see the line if it's there. Alright, we've got this black cooled down. They're feeling about the same. So not only temperature wise, I go off the feel of the plastic. So the viscosity, I guess you'd say. So let's get ready to see how bad this is gonna be. I don't know. Basically, we're shooting a duel on one side of the mold, so I don't even know if there's enough room in there for it to happen. But we're gonna try it and see. Need very little plastic because it's just half of a crappy mold. Oh Lord, you can barely even feel it go in. So I do not know what it's going to do, but that's why we're here and doing what we do. We're going to try it and see. Again, just black and chartreuse. This that almost burned me a while ago. When it's in your molds, it sets up a whole lot quicker than on wood, but that could have been bad. We'll take it out of our blending block as well just to show you, but I don't know why. Because it is pretty much what I just showed you. Black and that fluorescent chartreuse that I love. Both of these are MF colorants. Black is black, but I mean, it is from MF. And of course, you have seen this one, the fluorescent chartreuse. We've shot it before. If you're not familiar on the laminate plate, you can gladly go back and look. There's a video on how to use the laminate plate. I didn't feel like we really need to go back into it because, you know, I've already got a video on that. So, clean this other injector out. I'm going to go ahead and shoot that other mold. It is super, super duper cold. I shouldn't have probably done that because now I got to reheat it to get it. What you don't want on this fluorescent chartreuse, it is not bleed, so that helps you on that part. But what you don't want, it doesn't like to be reheated a lot. So what that causes is it can burn really easy or scorch. It'll turn an orangish color. Let me cut some light on just so we can see if these things laminate. I do not know if it makes a difference or not, but we'll try to like it. And while we do that, we can put this other mold up here to be ready to shoot it. We'll unload that in just a second. We'll make sure it's set up good, which, like I said, everything is really cold, so it should. I do not know why I threw that little plug in there from my injector. So now I have to get it hot enough to where it melts that one back down, and that was really not smart on my part. But anyway, let's see what we created and if it worked. I know a lot of guys will say it's first time, but they practice it. I have not on this one. We're just shooting this to see if it works. If it's a boo-boo, then this is a bad video, but get some of this plastic off. Alrighty, let's do mold. Well, I can tell already that there is some black in there. Temperatures may not have been great. No, they were not. One was way too hot. But some of them are pretty cool though. Look at that. It didn't laminate like I wanted, but it almost made a swirl pattern, I guess you could say. So apparently my temperatures were not even like I had hoped, but honestly, I love this already. So I guess it is very possible to do. See if we have any other cool. All of them did that, sort of like that. Like I said, maybe my temperatures weren't as close. And again, it's not always temperature. It can be the feel or the viscosity of the plastic. I like it though. Okay, oh, there's one that did right. Quit bouncing so much. There we go. So we did do a triple. It's just only in a couple of the baits. Alright. I'm liking it. Again, I do not have a triple injector. I just, like I said, there's no reason for me to have that expense for maybe one or two baits. But I got to thinking when I saw the laminate plate sitting to the side, I was like, well, let's try it. And that is what we're aiming for. So I guess, you know, if you did your natural colors, I just did this so you could see the black on it on the inside. I figured if I put the chartreuse in the middle, it wouldn't show as good. Oh, I got a bubble in that one. All kind of craziness going on with that. But yeah, my temperatures must not have been nowhere close to right. But I like that. It's almost like it made a swirl right where the gill plate would be. I think they're going to catch. Back it up. There we go. It looks better backed up. So there's our triple laminate that we did as a dual. It did come on down into the tail. It's probably hard to see. But we also got some real cool ones too. So that's a good triple. Bouncing around. I know y'all probably saying, keep that thing still, man. So it is possible. I'm not going to take the time. It'll take forever for me to shoot the tops, straighten them back out. But some of these are awesome, dude. Look at that. I'm in love with that. Come on, help me out, bro. Got a black head and then some kind of swirl going on right there. That is awesome. I'm liking that. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So anyway, it didn't turn out the way I had planned, but a couple of them did. So what that tells me up top is that cooler plastic, you know, as it was cooling, hitting the molds and my injectors, it did get right. So it just wasn't right to begin with when I got all this down here. That's just, temperatures were not same viscosity or whatever to start with. So that just shows me that it will work, and it did towards the top to get our triple. So it is possible. When we talked about your laminate plates before, you can make a triple out of them, and I love that. That looks pretty daggone good, even if I must say so myself. Now this other plastic is ready. Let's see, or it ain't ready. I gotta check it to see if it is. I just want to shoot this other little mold. Like I said, it's something that I'll use. Also, it was one that you didn't see when, the one where I talked about the swim baits and the trailers that we use for umbrella rigs. It's just a little bitty bit more. This was one that I didn't show you that I use as well. It's a little smaller, thinner profile. This one and the 5-inch grub by Angling AI, I love using, like I said, on the coast when I'm fishing down there. We'll use this on the umbrella rigs. The problem is with the bigger hooks that we were talking about before, that we use for the stripers, they go through this one pretty good. So like if I'm just using it alone as a swim bait and don't have to have such a heavy hook, I use this one a lot by itself. Give just a little bit more, sorry guys. What's hard about making videos is having everything ready, I think. But so anyway, that was the bass tackle that we shot, and we did use the laminate plate to make that triple. So it is possible. I probably should have tried it before I did a video, I guess, but I mean, I want y'all to see the mistakes and the boo-boos too, that, you know, even guys that make baits or have been making baits for a while that we even mess up on. I make mistakes all the time, so now it makes me want to do one of my good swim bait colors in a triple. So I may do that, and maybe show you guys the end product. And like I said, I may also show y'all my grandbabies, how beautiful they are. And just, they all have just the greatest, well, one is really small, so you can't tell yet, but just the greatest attitudes, man. What I love about them is they're so pure. They don't, other than, you know, not wanting to get away from mama or daddy too far, but they don't care about how big you are, how tall you are, what race you are, what religion you are. They don't care. It's just a true, kind heart that they have. And when you have kids, for the guys that do, like I think back, I was so busy trying to make a living that you miss a lot of them because you're working all the time, and you know, you maybe don't get to enjoy, you're tired as hell half the time. So with grandkids, apparently it's the total opposite. You get to enjoy them a lot better. Like I'm at a point in my life to where I am what I am. It is what it is. It doesn't matter how much money you make or whatever. I'm going to be me regardless, especially at my age. I mean, you don't change. You're not going to change. And I was able to devote all my time towards them, and it was the greatest thing ever. So you have kids, man, I know it's tough, but you got to make a living, I guess, to pay the bills. But every now and then, relax, breathe, and enjoy them because they grow up so quick. And I think I just flashed you. I did. Oh my gosh. I was going to show y'all some baits. I should have practiced this shooting the daggum single. Look, I flashed it all out the bottom. So that's a waste. But you get the idea of the bait. Well, I thought you would. That light is killing me. Maybe I should cut it off. Great bait, great action. Where the angling AI tail is a lot thicker, this one is not. It's a lot thinner. It's messed up, so let's just pull it off anyway. This was a lot thinner. Like I said, I love fishing it on a jig head. Like if I'm at the coast, get a lot more action. Look at all this extra. I'm showing y'all what not to do today. But nice little swim bait profile. I'm trying to pull some of this flashing off. And you can see the profile a little bit better. Now again, people think I'm crazy, but I would still just pull this off and fish this bait. All that extra crap doesn't mean anything. You just pull it right off. Like I said, I fish a lot on my seconds, so if there's a bait that gets torn up, I don't care. But a good little swim bait profile. It is a lot thinner, so when I'm using the big hooks on the umbrella rig, this isn't my first choice. But for anything else, especially on the coast, or just on a swim bait head if I'm bass fishing or fishing for stripers or whatever, great bait. Another great bait. I believe that one is from, I believe it's BTS. Could be wrong. Probably am wrong today, seeing how everything else is going wrong. But anyway, I appreciate you guys being here. Where did I just put my baits? Either way, even though I messed up some, you can still see that you can get the effects that you want. That's with a laminate plate. One guy commented that he still does it with aluminum foil to make his duels. That's also another idea too. I have never done that. I've seen guys do it, talked about it, but I've never done them. Some of these swirled and made awesome little patterns. So it is possible, man. It'll make you some different stuff that you do not have or cannot make. So I wanted to see if I could do it, and I did, and I messed up, but I want y'all to see the mess ups too. So it is what it is. Sometimes you mess up. That's part of it. I appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you watching. And if you have any other ideas or tricks or something that I didn't do or haven't done, let me know. Like I said, I can learn from anybody just as quickly as anybody can learn from me. So it will laminate. Just make sure your colors are the right temperature or the right viscosity, or you will get some swirling, which to me, I'm in love with that, man. These are going in my tackle box right here. All these crazy different little things that it did. But anyway, my heart is full, guys. It ain't as full when they had to leave to go back to El Paso, but heart is full. I've had a great week and weekend, and I hope you guys are too. I hope you're around your loved ones and having a great time and enjoying their company. You never know when it can not be there, so don't take it for granted, guys. Trust me. 5-0 Baits, I appreciate you. Y'all know the deal. Let's go catch some fish. We'll see.